Harvest Elementary School presents Mary Poppins with two showings on March 29th. $2 at the door. The first showing is at 11. The second one is at 2 p.m. Come out and see the performance. Brought to you by us. Secondly, we've got cheer tryouts for our very new school, JSK Elementary, Just Want Sing Kalara Elementary. Tryouts. No tryout needed. Interest form due by April 7th. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a wonderful day of spring. It's going to be warm this afternoon. Supposed to get up to the 80s the next 3 days, but we will be out of school in time for all of that. So that's exciting. It's going to be in the 70s today. So I hope you are dressed appropriately. That means I don't want to see anybody's undergarments. Okay. Undergarments are for your personal business, not anybody else's. Nobody needs to see them. Nobody needs to have access to them. They should be hidden away so that nobody can see them. Got it? Okay. So shoes should have backings on them so that they don't fly off. I don't need anybody getting hurt out there. That would really not be okay. So let's make sure we have the right shoes on. And if you need to change your shoes, come on up and we'll call home. All right. That's the dress code. A couple other reminders. I've had an influx of cell phones get turned into me. That means that we have forgotten the cell phone policy once again and need a fresh reminder. Cell phones serve a purpose. They are for calling home at the end of the day if no one's there to pick you up, or for emergencies. They are not for texting, being on social media, throughout the day. Got it? Taking pictures, that's a big no-no. Taking video, bigger no-no. It crosses a lot of inappropriate things that we should not be doing. It crosses those lines. And it breaks a lot of the rules, ed code, actual other laws. So don't do it. We've had a couple of people that we've had to bring in and talk to about that. So cell phones need to be out of sight in your backpacks for emergencies only. First time, you get a warning. Second time, it stays with me. Third time, you don't get to bring your phone to school. Got it? And that's a definite phone call home. So just let's keep our cell phones in our backpacks at all times so that nobody takes them, that nobody borrows them without permission, that nobody gets access to your stuff. Just put them away. They don't need to be here. All right, let's go on to some positive things. Congratulations to our student athletes who performed very well at the championship track and field meet last week. Merida Martinez got third in shot put for the entire district. Congrats. Catherine Johnson got fourth. That's amazing. 200 meter, Kevin Vasquez got third and Jaden got fourth. And then the 4x400 relay boys, Jaden Garcia, Jace Tate, Aiden Lucatero, and Kevin Vasquez got second in the district. Congratulations, gentlemen and ladies, on your wins. All right, this week, it is half days all week. Send out a reminder. There's reminders posted on the walls for parents to remember. That means you are out at 12:50 Monday through Friday, not just Wednesday. Your teachers have scheduled parent conferences, or at least tried to, with parents this week. I know I get to go to a bunch of them, so fun for me. Wait to see your parents, guardians. So if your parent does not have a meeting with your teacher, then it's probably okay. All right. If your parent does have a meeting with your teacher, that's also okay. It just means that there's some things that we want to talk about, just to make sure that you're doing everything you can to be your best here at school, and that we're doing everything that we can to help you. All right. It goes both ways. All right. As you saw before, Mary Poppins is here at Harvest. Our spring performance is coming to Harvest this Saturday. But you are going to get to see the dress rehearsal. Some of you will get to see it on Thursday and Friday. So let me see what our schedule is for that. $2 at the door. All right. So on Thursday, starting promptly at 8:45, so that means you are already in the NPR. Our SDC class, TK and K, second, fourth, and half of six. So that's going to be Hernandez and Andrade. You will get to see the performance on Thursday, the dress performance. On Friday, first, third, fifth, and half of six. That would be Chris Jansen and Trujillo. We'll get to see it on Friday. All right. So that is going to be super, super fun, and I cannot wait. You also saw in my announcements that there is a tryouts for cheer. Cheer tryouts at the new school. There's no tryouts, but if you are interested, because you're transferring to that school because of the boundary changes, then there's an interest form, and that will get posted on Parent Square so that you can fill that out if you are going to JSK or Cholera Elementary. Here at Harvest, if you're not transferring, if you're staying at Harvest, we have cheer tryouts beginning April 7th, 8th, and 10th. Okay? Tryouts will be the 7th, the 8th, and the 10th. So that's not this week. That's next week? Nope, week after. So the last week before spring break. All athletes must have sports packets on file. Anyone interested should come pick up a cheer interest form from me in room 10. Mr. Vasquez has a classroom. He is the proud owner of room 10. So if you are interested in cheer and you would like an interest form, you're going to need to go to room 10 between now and April 4th. So you've got 2 weeks to go by room 10 to get an interest form. So this is going to let him know how many people are interested in trying out. Okay. All right. So I think that's about it. Let me double check my calendar real quick to make sure we've got everything. No Science Olympiad this week, but there will be Science Olympiad next week, I think twice. And then we've got baseball and softball tryouts starting on Monday. Again, if you have interest in trying out for baseball or softball, you must have an up-to-date meaning that your parents' healthcare information, like where you would go in case you got hurt, is up to date. If your parents' insurance has changed, then we need a new file, new packet. So if you're interested in baseball and softball, please make sure that you have a packet turned in. Baseball and softball is for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, and tryouts start on Monday. We've got Student of the Month assemblies next week, and track and wrestling will have their athletic awards not this Friday, but next Friday. That being said, wrestling and track, if you are all done with your sport, make sure you get your jersey to Mr. Ponce. His room is room 36, and you need to make sure that gets turned in to him. All right. So thank you, everyone who came out for our family learning night last week. We had a great turnout. We had about 45 families, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it was a good showing, and we're very proud of that. Teachers, very proud. You guys put together an amazing stuff for everybody, was totally engaged and had a blast. And it was really, really fun to see. Plus we had great weather. So, all right, that's it for me today. And instead of an affirmation card, I have an affirmation video. So let's go out there and be the best hawks that we can be. We are hawks, have integrity, accept responsibility, we respect others, kindness counts, and show safety. Let's be that hawk I know that you can be. All right. Fabulous. Go out there and seize the day, friends.
God, bear with